Hi, I'm Ted McIntyre, and I'm making this recording from North Carolina in the United States. I recently learned about Friends of Crimea and Friends of Crimea USA. Here is the website for Friends of Crimea, and their home landing page has lots of information that you can see. You'll find that a lot of the content in here, maybe a half, is coming out of the Friends from Crimea USA site, which is Regis Tremblay, American citizen from the state of Maine who lives in Crimea for the last few years. If you want to jump to what the Friends from Crimea International Association is all about, they have an About Us icon and tab, and they state their goals, which are outlined right here. And this will take a little bit of time to read and think through them, but I find them all to be worthy goals. There's also a contact tab icon for how to get in touch with Friends of Crimea and ask questions or express your interest. So that's exactly what I did. I did on the 25th of November, which was the Friday, Black Friday after Thanksgiving. And we call it Black Friday in the USA because a lot of people go to the stores for shopping deals. Well, what I got excited about the day after Thanksgiving was becoming a friend of Crimea or expressing an offer of friendship. And that's what I titled this email. So I sent it to that same email shown in that website that we were just looking of. And I said, "Greetings. I learned of your organization through Regis Tremblay and his videos. I have seen your website and your goals are worthy." And then I included two links to articles that I had written. Here's one of them. And I wrote this in September of 2016. Got a little pop-up ad here. So I am the author. This was International Day of Peace and Human Security Reflections. It was published by International Policy Digest, September 18th, 2016. I also included a letter that I had written, an open letter of friendship and mutual respect for patriots in the United States, Western Europe, and Russia. And I actually wrote this article back in October of 2016, so a full 6 years ago, when I visited a cemetery outside of a NATO air base in Estonia, but it's a cemetery from the Soviet times and of Soviet airmen. I included a link to that, and I signed my name. I am a Major, United States Air Force retired. After retirement, I spent time as an English language instructor, a citizen diplomacy advocate, a human security advocate, a knowledge journalist. I currently run StoryFine Video, and I included a link to my profile in VK. VK, for those Americans or other people from the West that don't know, is a social media site by Russians, for Russians and people that are friendly with Russian or the Russian language, or let's say that part of the world, Eastern Europe, into Asia and into Europe, open to the whole world. And I have a profile there, just as I have a profile in other online formats. One of the profiles that I have is for my video business, which is StoryFine Video by Ted McIntyre. And if you go to the playlist tabs, you can see the different types of video topics that I cover with my business. And with luck, I'll also be able to put in the future a Friends of Crimea playlist where videos that I make or others share with me, I'll be able to put into that playlist. Other information that's out there on the internet about myself and that Friends of Crimea or anyone watching this video might want to check out are my LinkedIn page, which contains information about myself. I mentioned some articles earlier. I've written for Russia Insider. I've also written for International Policy Digest. And here are some of the articles that I wrote for that online news source, and I've also written for others. So that gives a little bit of a glimpse into who I am, what my background is, and why I opted to connect with Friends of Crimea and to offer friendship.